I'm sorry, I can't help you right now. I'm very busy and there's a lot to do. Oh, all right then. What was it? Right, the supplies. 2 of my cooks took deathly ill right in the middle of preparing the Queen's feast. I suspect sabotage. I want to be sure all of our food supplies are safe. I'm not upset. Not at all. I'll examine the supplies in here. You go to the warehouse next door, make sure everything is fresh, and there's nothing out of place.
Hold it right there.
Did you find anything? Thank the stars! You found the problem. Hold on to that. The captain will want to see it. A uniform? Must have been a cut purse. They're always hanging around the docks waiting to steal away with some cargo. Be careful around here. The advisor? Yes, yes. Far end of the docks, to the west. Can't miss him. Fair day.
Greetings to you.
I'm busy here. Away with you. In that case, you'll do nicely. My servant followed a burglar to this warehouse. The ignorant knave stole a set of marine deployment plans for the Queen's upcoming speech. Well, I'm sure I wouldn't know. I'm no burglar. In any case, we can't let those plans escape. They could be used to bypass the Queen's security, and we wouldn't want that.
Please, I did just as you asked. Yes. Yes, you did.
Well, did you find the plans? Oh, a pity. Keep the plans. You can give them to the captain next time you see her. In the meantime, I must attend to the Queen. Some kind of criminal feud, I'm sure. Now then, if you have some other task, you should be about it.
Tell me what you found. Good, good. Look, I hate to rush you, but I have another task for you. One of my men, Heldil, has cornered a thug nearby. We need to talk to this lowborn scum. We've no time for this. He's involved in a plot against the Queen, that's all I can say. We need someone like you to get to him. He refuses to speak with a member of the Guard. Just hold it for the moment. Heldil is just up the stairs here, house on the right. Get going. Remember, the Queen's service.
Kindly step back. We have a situation here. Ah, help from the captain. Excellent. Inside, we've cornered a dangerous Mer. He's wanted by the Crown, has valuable information, and threatens to kill himself every time we approach the door. I need him alive. Just get in there and get him talking. Don't listen to what he says. He's half crazed. You get him talking, we move in behind you. Got it?
Get back! One step closer, and I'll cut my throat! Why should I trust you? Fine. Fine. Just don't try anything. Get in here.
You're no guard. Thank the stars. Quickly, we don't have much time. They're coming. I know you're just a distraction. Listen closely. Captain Estania is corrupt. She's a member of a group called the Veiled Heritants. Veiled Heritants. They're planning an assassination attempt on the Queen at the temple. They bribed members of her staff to get the speech moved here, where they can have the captain in their pocket. No. Only what I've seen and heard. Please, you must warn the Queen. She's in grave danger, and the guards here. Oh no.
Good work, citizen.
Traitors. Scum.
Shut your mouth. You're under arrest.
I live only to serve the Queen.
Sure you do. Baritale?
With pleasure.
Good work. Don't worry. He'll receive a fair trial. The captain is always very even-handed in her pronouncements. Good call. We'll see that this man is taken to a cell. With respect, of course. I have to admit I'm impressed. Cool like the scales of Auriel you are. Good luck with the captain. She sent word. She's moved to protect the Queen. That'll be at the Manor House. Stars guide your steps now.
You there. You look capable. I could use some help. If you aren't afraid of a ruthless, dastardly scoundrel. Let me start again. I represent Cyrodiilic Collections, a society dedicated to finding, retrieving, and restoring lost treasures of the Argonians. Our society consists of my sister, myself, and a few associates. We've been preparing an expedition to return the antiquities we've recovered to Murkmire, deep in the heart of Black Marsh. Unfortunately, our competition has become aggressive. One and the same. Margus Darius. He's a looter of history who cares only about profit. He was a member of our society until he stole our research and disappeared. I need you to infiltrate the nearby Outlaws' refuge and find out what Margus is up to. While I've never visited an Outlaws' refuge myself, I have it on good authority that all manner of ne'er-do-wells frequent such places. Scoundrels, black marketeers, and smugglers of ill repute. Just the sort of company that Margus keeps. Talk to a few more connected rapscallions that conduct business down there. I know a few of them by reputation. Look for Grathal, an information broker, Urzashi, an antiquities black marketeer, and Ashundir, a historic treasure smuggler. Margus originally approached us as a friend and benefactor. I honestly thought he wanted to help return the lost Argonian treasures to their rightful owners. He worked with us for a time, but it wasn't long before he revealed his true colors. Margus wants the antiquities for himself. This competition has taken a violent turn. He has a brutal temper and some skill at spellcasting. Makes me fearful for my associates. Anyway, I think Margus is especially interested in pre-Duskfall relics. Duskfall refers to the slow decline of the great Zoxlil civilization. Ages ago, the Argonians built pyramids called Zonmirs, and were much more advanced. Most of our research deals with the more dangerous relics of that period. No, not specifically. But even a hammer can be used for good or ill. Margus seeks one of the pre-Duskfall relics, I'm sure of it. I just need to figure out which one before something terrible occurs. With your help, we can avert a disaster. We're historic investigators. We research and seek out antiquities stolen from the Argonian homeland. When we find them, we return them to Black Marsh. Well, that's the plan. We have a few more items to collect before we make our first journey. Certainly the most important ones. We do need to raise enough gold to finance our operations, though. We'll hold on to a few items to eventually open a museum in Black Marsh. A place where these cultural treasures can be enjoyed by everyone. My sister Falmia became fascinated with Argonian history during our time at the university. When she returned home, her stories intrigued me, and I became interested in the topic as well. I can't wait to join her in Murkmire. As soon as we recover the last of the Argonian antiquities on my list, we'll organize an expedition to that region of Blackmarsh. My sister's gone on ahead to set up a base camp and smooth the way with the locals. We plan to return most items to their rightful owners. We chose Murkmire, since our research suggests the majority of the items on our list originate there. Finding the rightful owners may require additional expeditions in the area, though. I may be new to the Argonian antiquities trade, but Margus and his cronies know me all too well. They'd turn me away or stick a dagger in my back before the door closes behind me. I need someone without any ties to Cyrodiila collections for this. I have other agents that need to be supervised and coordinated. Marcus has already beaten us to a few choice antiquities. I need to make sure that trend doesn't continue. I also have a few leads of my own to follow up on. I'll see you back here.
If you have a letter from the Forge Mother, then you've come to the right place. And we don't even care that you're one of those Nord-loving, lizard-liking, preening like a dark elf, card-carrying members of the Ebonheart Pact. No offense. And here I am, all the way from the icy nethers of Hrothgar, to officially welcome you and transport you to Orsinium. Of course, I'm also supposed to make sure you're willing to do a little hard work. There's no room for shirkers on my wagon. I sent a caravan full of food and supplies to Orsinium. Once there, everything will be distributed to the outlying clans to help them make it through the winter. The caravan's slow. I want you to catch up with it and see it safely to the city. The caravan should have just entered Hrothgar territory. I can take you as far as the entry gates, but you'll have to make it from there on your own. This is important. If those supplies don't reach the city, the smaller clans don't stand a chance. With so many resources diverted to rebuild the city of Orsinium or to fend off Reachman invaders, the smaller clans haven't prepared for the coming winter. For many orcs, the supplies on that caravan could mean the difference between life and death. Well, not me personally, but yes. Orsinium is going to be grander and more magnificent than any previous version of the city. King Kurog has invited artisans and merchants from all over Tamriel to help with the effort, not just adventurers like you. That's the king's beloved mother. The king is too busy waging war and cracking skulls to be bothered with sending invitations. He leaves all the administrative details to the Forge Mother. She's very good at such things. Invaders from the Reach, the Winterborn. They're following a mad warlord named Bjorfon Iceheart on some insane quest to take our land. But we're not going to let that happen. We've got something the Reachmen don't. A secret weapon. Our Achater. What's an Achater? The big animal next to me. That's an Achater. Don't you have them around here? Sweet things, really. We use them for all sorts of things. Transportation, pack animals, beasts of burden. They even make delicious cheese. I can't get into too many details because I don't really know myself. I'm sure it has something to do with rebuilding the city of Orsinium, getting the clans in line, and dealing with the Reach invaders. It's kind of hectic in Hrothgar right now. That's complicated. Well, no, not really. Kurog saved Emmerich's arse during Ranser's war, and we do our part for the Alliance. But there's no way we're letting Covenant forces get anywhere near Orsinium. This situation requires a more personal touch. Who sacks Orsinium every time we rebuild it? The Bredons and the Red Guard. Sure, we're allies now, but how long is that going to last? So the king put it in writing. No Breton or Red Guard armies in Hrothgar. Ever. Says so in the treaty.
Hold. I must speak with you. Ah, my errand runner. So good to see you again. Stop right there. On my authority as captain, you're under arrest, under suspicion of conspiracy to regicide. What's that in your pack? Deployment plans for the Marines at the temple. And do I smell the taint of poison on the air? These are the tools of an assassin. It's no use arguing, scum. Not another word out of you.
Raz must admit, even he did not think we'd be seeing each other again so soon. How are you, my friend? He's here to help, as always. You may have noticed your new friend Phazion lies dead on the ground behind you. Raz knew Phazion well, as he thought he did Astanya. The captain happened. Phazion and Raz worked together as agents of the Queen. Phazion was not willing to give up secrets, and so now Phazion is dead. You will soon be free. But as on the island, Raz must ask your aid. You must warn the Queen and her battle reeve. The captain will attempt to murder the Queen at the temple. You must get past the captain's men. Seek out another of Our Lady's agents, Esheba. She stands watch in the marketplace, peddling her wares. Ask her for a souvenir of the First Marines, and she will set you on your path. Now, out of here. Save the Queen. This one imagines you have some questions. What can Raz tell you? You have this one's apologies. He was looking for Phasian. It is a happy accident for us both that you could be saved. You escaped the cell, and Razumdar's new plan to warn the Queen moves forward. It is somewhat embarrassing, but this one's face is known to some of the royal court. If Razumdar were to approach, they would know something is amiss. You, a new face in a Marine's uniform, they would suspect nothing. Is there anything else this one can convey? Yes, as did Phasian. He told you true. We are the eyes of the Queen. We are few, and we stick to the shadows. But we have the honor of being the Queen's most trusted agents. The Battle Reeve is fiercely loyal. He believes his Marines are immune to manipulation, like newly forged steel blades. But Razumdar knows better than most how quickly stains can set in. They don't think we need the Dominion to survive. They think the Queen is making a mistake, elevating the Bosmer and Khajiit to be equals with the High Elves. Racists, isolationists, and general idiots. Yes. Do you go around admitting your dark secrets to strangers? Raz knows you know how to keep a secret. This one's service to the Queen is an honor and a privilege, but not something he brags about in island bars.
No outsiders allowed!
Do I know you? You look familiar. Could just be the spiced wine talking. Oh? I don't know any Captain Fairies. And I sure don't know anything about a goat. Leave me be, all 4 of you. Oh, the Captain. The Scourge of the Sun. Destroyer of happiness and joy. I'm fine. I'll be on my way. After one.
Greetings, Milksop. You must be lost. This is where Undaunted drink, not Milksops. Now go away, Milksop. This one does not want to catch your milksopiness. Ha! You've probably fought what? Some mud crabs and malnourished bandits? Undaunted tackled the big things. Scary things. Found only in the dark places of the world. Things with flesh-eating fists, hungry for your face. We are thrill-seeking adventurers, every one. We aren't mercenaries like the Fighters Guild, or patriots like the Dominion. We fight to prove we're the toughest of the litter. You want in? You'll have to prove yourself. That's the spirit. What's a centuries-old cursed bloodline in the face of unmitigated bravado? Enter the banished cells, stay a while, maybe bother a ghost. If you come out alive, see me at the tavern in Volkelgard. We'll talk more then. This one doesn't help. This one has already done his due diligence, seen his share of dangerous delves. His job is strictly to send the uninitiated head first into unknowable terror. But good luck in there. You'll come back with a story for sure. We're experienced adventurers. We can teach you skills and tactics a soldier cannot. Our battlefields are the deeps of Tamriel. There's also a cache of weapons and equipment found on our adventures for sale. Much more exotic than the local armory. This one doesn't help. We're experienced. Out by the old Release tombs, you'll find the banished cells. It's just a rumor, but I've heard there's an undead king there, and he's quite a handful for those who guard him. Sounds worthy of a visit. How often do you get to see an undead king? We're experienced adventurers. We can teach you skills and tactics as soldiers.
Esheba has just about anything you could want. So, what can she get you? Is that so? Don't be shy. What do you need? Ah, yes. Esheba has that. The perfect thing to suit your needs. But are you certain? This souvenir comes with certain expectations. A wise purchase, then. Very beneficial. Please take it from the chest here, just behind me. If you see our mutual friend again, be sure to give him this one's best.
A fascinating application of the... Welcome. Are you here on Mage's Guild business? Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join. Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself. Vanus Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members, such as Tellinger, the Artificer, to ensure our future success. We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. When we're on guild business, we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls. Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild. Every book you find will now earn you reputation in the guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
I call this Shalador's legacy. The great man himself was the pioneer of this technique. Now, I know some of you are wondering why I ban necromancy in my classroom. Trust me, the smell alone is worth steering clear.
Explain yourself. What are you doing here? Razumdar. Yes, I know the name. You haven't answered my question, though. We've taken every precaution. The whole area is locked down. Watch Captain Estonia assured me. The guard, Captain? Absurd.
A moment, Anselmo. I would hear what this one has to say.
Queen Irene, I fear for your safety. Please disregard what was said, just...
Razumdar was mentioned. He acts on my behalf. If you won't investigate, I will.
Apologies, my queen. As you will. You are a capable woman. But you must be wary. You, come with me. We'll investigate the temple together. This work isn't going to do itself. Mara, be merciful. What's happened here?
You... I'm sorry. I was wrong. I tried to stop them. Watch out. On the balcony. It's Estania. It's a trap!
Anselmo. I see you've met my latest toy.
Estania. Traitor. Come down here and face me.
Our queen has betrayed us. I wanted her head. I'll settle for yours. Kill them.
So be it, Estania.
It's not over yet, Battle Reeve. The Dominion won't last. The Veiled Heritance will see to that.
The Dominion will last long after your corpse cools. Now come down here and face your death.
Incompetence. I'll have to take care of you myself.
We need to report back to the Queen. Let's get out of here.
Well, what did my protectors find? Astanya, I can't believe it. No doubt Anselmo will triple his watch. She truly was an agent of the Veiled Heritance. Betrayal. She turns against her people after years of service, and she spoke of my betrayal? She obviously could not be trusted. But you have proven your worth. The Marines are blunt instruments. A queen must have a lighter touch. You've met Razumdar, first in the eyes of the Queen. Would you join him? Become an elite agent for the good of the Dominion? Excellent. By what power I hold, I name you an agent in my employ. You are now an Eye of the Queen, bonded to my service. Auriel keep you safe, and Xarxis guard your words. Now to look to larger things. I must cement my position and continue my tour of the Isle. I must make for the ancient site known as Tanzelwil. Normally, a new monarch communes quietly with the dead. We're supposed to show willingness to heed the wisdom of our ancestors. As you saw today, my reign so far has been anything but normal. I worry there will be complications, and the presence of my newest eye would assuage that worry. Make your way to Tanzelwil at your own pace. Seek out my entourage when you arrive. They'll be able to direct you to me. And good luck to us both on the road. As you wish. I'm not sure I know much more than you at this point. I wish I could say yes. Astanya got closer than anyone else has. Subverting a watch captain. I can't believe they'd be so bold. Oh, thank Auriel. Someone who's not too blinded by my crown to ask a real question. Apologies. Of course I'd be happy to chat. What would you like to know? My father, King Hidalith of Alinor, passed on to Aetherius. He was a good man, as is my brother, Naemon. I returned to take my father's place because my lifetime of experience has prepared me, honed me to be the ruler we need. As you wish. I'm not sure I know much more than you at this point. An end to the Dominion. They want me to step down, to appoint their own regent, for everyone not of high elven descent to leave the Somerset Isles. The list goes on and on. They're racists, high elven supremacists with no understanding of the real world. Short-sighted misanthropes with delusions of grandeur. Bastard throwbacks that should crawl back beneath their rock. Oh, thank... Huh. Have you heard some of the rumors? My exploits have been greatly exaggerated, I can assure you. Except the story about the bear. That one's true. To be blunt, the Altmer are too few. Together with the Wood Elves and Khajiit, we have the iron will, the strength of arms, and the depth of character to solve the problems facing Tamriel. I do. I spent years traveling the face of Nirn. The alliance we've forged is the strongest in the world. I spent months working with the Main and the Tree Thanes to create this dominion of ours. I'm very proud of it. No, Raz and I met while I was traveling many years ago. We met in Wayrest. Or was it Whiterun? Something with a W. The story's a long one and involves a drunken schoolmarm and a purple velvet dress.
What is it? My gut's still roiling. Damn the sea and that captain. Ah, yes, yes. No. No, I don't think so. Once was enough for me. These legs were made for the land, and that's where they'll stay. Oh, seasickness. My guts are over there in the corner, if you want to examine the aftermath. Me? I'll be huddled here on this bed for a good long time.
Yes, speak and make it quick. This one is short on time. Of course she does. This one can read the skies as well as the captain, but Anala will be staying right here. For now, at least. There are rumors of Maormer about. Anala will have none of it. This one stays in the safety of the guard until the coast is clear, especially after what happened to the Gale. The Gale didn't believe the rumors. She went for a walk along the southwest shore and never returned. You are so much braver than Anala. You should look for the Gale. Yes, look for the Gale. Anala will remain here.
Where's that help I was promised? You must be the help the Skull King promised. I just hope you're up to the task. This threat, it's bigger than King Yoren imagined. The Ice Reach Coven. Witches operating in secret right under the Skull King's ample nose. There's more going on than the usual Reach mischief, I'm sure of it. I need to investigate, but I can't do it by myself. Help me track down the Coven and figure out their ultimate plan. Between the two of us, we can cover more ground and determine the full extent of this threat. As long as the magic provided by Yoren's wizards works as promised, that is. Meet me in Deshan. The Skull King's scouts spotted members of the Coven near the shrine to St. Realms. We'll start there. As for the magic, I'll tell you more about that when we're away from prying eyes. King Yoren sent me to look into a sudden barrage of storms in the Sea of Ghosts. At least 2 ships sank beneath the freezing waves. The Ice Reach Coven was responsible. I uncovered evidence suggesting they're planning an attack on the mainland. I'm not exactly sure. That's why we need to investigate. But if they have the ability to summon destructive storms on command, think of the damage they can inflict on towns and cities. Look, are you ready to go, or do you need time to prepare? Keep your voice down. Buildings have ears, especially guild halls. I'll give you all the details when we get where we're going. I chartered a wagon to take us there. Is there anything else you need to know before we head out?
I recognize you. You were talking with Selmo in the courtyard earlier. I heard about what happened with Estonia. Most of us aren't like that. Will you spare a moment for the true Volkel watch? This guardsman is from the village of Sisalen. They're under attack. He managed to say something about the first Oradon Marines before he succumbed to his wounds. Something about a fire, the village ablaze. With Estonia's death, we're a bit disorganized. Please, You handled the captain so well. Go to Sicelen, northwest of Volkelgard. Find the Conan Reeve or his daughter Elenwyn, and help those people.
You're not with them. Quickly, get me out of here. I didn't see them until I was almost on top of them. Their ships are all along the western shore. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Well, at least Tanamo is back. Good, reliable Tanamo. Where are the rest of them? Oh, this should be good. What? Seasickness? The biggest swells we hit wouldn't have made my old mother queasy. And half the trip he spent in the cabin, swilling that awful meat brew Bosma love. Stars above. What about Anala? Malmer? What kind of phantom fear is that? I expected better of Anala. The Malmer are no threat to Volkelgard. Well, Auriel, strike me blind. I'd best be getting out of here then. If we don't move quickly, they'll lock down the port. Yes, that's all of them. Now let's see. If I toss Tanamo into a cabin and set sail today, I should just make Velen ahead of the news. Good luck, Brad.
Excuse me, please. If I may be so bold, you match the description I was given. I have a message to deliver to you, if that's all right. An old wizard hired me. Called himself Abner Tharn and claimed to be a battle mage in service to Emperor Varen Aquilarius, if you can imagine such a thing. He was quite insistent I find you and deliver his words exactly as he relayed them to me. Forgive me, but I can't duplicate his imperious inflections.
The great Abner Tharn requires your assistance. With it, we can end the Three Banners War. Report to me immediately, if not sooner.
He asked me to mark his location on your map.
The Veiled Heritance is behind this madness, I'm sure of it. Can't you smell the smoke? Silsalin is under attack. I barely got my father out alive. The cannon reeve, almost slain. These brutes may wear the uniforms of the First Oridon Marines, but they're imposters. They're agents of the Veiled Heritance, I'm sure of it. Teldur, my father's assistant, is trying to organize a defense. You look capable. Will you help Silsalin? We'll be waiting in the barn down the road. Good luck in there. There's not much time. What do you need to know? Elenwen, I run an inn here in town, but if you don't hurry up, they'll have it burned to the ground. My father, and the man standing beside me, silly fool. He's in the town square, just over the bridge. You must hurry. He's hopelessly outnumbered. We were expecting an attachment from the First Oridon Marines to prepare for the Queen's visit. Then this lot arrived and started killing and burning. We were readying for a celebration, not a slaughter. Why would the Queen send men to attack her loyal subjects? It makes no sense. But it would be just the sort of ruse the Veiled Heritance would use to undermine her authority. A group of Altmer isolationists who hate outsiders. They think the Queen has been corrupted by our alliance with the Bosmer and Khajiit and seek to overthrow her.
Are you insane? Can't you see the town is under attack? Did she? How do I know you're not one of the imposters? Fine. Grab that bucket from the well and put out the fires. If you find any villagers, tell them they need to evacuate until it's safe. What are you waiting for? Move like you have a purpose. Refuse to answer an outsider's pointless questions, for one. I'll catch up with you at the barn later. Now go.
I'm free, thanks to you.
I owe you my life.
You arrived in the nick.
Free, bound in your debt. I can hardly believe it. I'm free. Curse my lot.
The fires are under control, thanks to you. We'll be a long time in rebuilding, but your bravery won't be forgotten.
Hanelan of the 1st Oridon Marines, at your service. Thrice damned lowlifes are no Marines. I can tell you that much. In fact, Commander Tendil's detachment should have been here a long time ago. I think they were ambushed. One of the villagers you rescued said he saw bound men being herded into the cellar of a house north of the village square. I can't leave my post, but perhaps you could investigate?
becoming tiresome.